Good morning, students. This is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. In video 7, that is Unit 4 Chemical Kinetics, we are going to do revision of textile exercise numericals and question number. In this we are going to discuss about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we'll start with the first question, that is question 4.1, what we call question 4.1. Now in your textbook the question is like this: from the rate expression, the word is what? Rate expression for, this is the rate expression what we call, okay, for the following reaction determine their order. So from this exponent we can come to know the order what is given. If nothing is given, no order is given, don't take 0, you can write it as 1 1, okay, like this. If no order is given, okay, it's like this. If you see here nothing is written, so we can write here 1. So order of reaction you have to find out, and also the dimension. Dimension means unit. Dimension of rate constant means unit of rate constant. Clear? Now this we have already discussed in our previous video. One nth order, if you remember, formula was there. For based on that we will find the dimension of this. Okay. So we will start with the solution part. See. First question, in the first question it was written like this, that is 3NO, that is in gaseous state, gives you what? N2O, right? Like this what is given. So rate is given like this. Rate expression what is say is K into NO raised to 2, like this. Okay, so this symbolize what? The order of reaction. So from this rate expression, this is what? Rate expression. Clear? So from rate expression you have to determine the unit of K also, and also order. So order, it is clear only from this. So you can write therefore order of reaction is equal to 2. Second order, this is second order reaction. Now when we say dimensions of K, K means what? Rate constant. Understood? Now dimension means unit of K. Unit of K we have to determine. Okay. So first of all we will just start with this part. You can see here. Either you can use the formula which I have given you, the nth order. Okay. Based on that also you can find. I think that would be better. So that we will see first. Okay. You can see here. This formula we are going to use, nth, that is unit of rate constant, to find her. So instead of n you can write, if order of reaction is 2, you can write here 2. Okay, so this formula we are going to use to solve this question. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so nth order reaction, clear? Formula for nth order is mole liter inverse raised to 1 minus n second inverse. Okay, so therefore dimension of rate constant means K, is equal to for second order. Why second order? Because we found out it as second order here. Okay, so for second order you can write this here. Okay, second order will be equal to mole liter inverse, okay, raised to 1 minus 2 second inverse. So if you simplify this, it is mole liter inverse raised to 1 minus 1 second inverse. Okay, so this I can write like this. You can see here 1 upon mole liter inverse raised to 1, because this I have simplified this. Clear? So which is equal to, this mole will go up, it will be mole inverse, liter inverse will become positive liter, and second inverse. So this is we can see the dimension of rate constant for second order reaction. Okay, same way you can calculate what we call it as for second question, that is in one only, question 1 sub question. rate is given in it is as K into H2O2, concentration of H2O2 raised to nothing is written, so 1 we will take, into iodide ion, also 1 I will take. Okay, so if I want to find order of reaction is the sum of this, what we say, order of reaction is equal to 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. So if this is 2, then it is same like this what you have done. Therefore dimension of rate constant K will be equal to mole inverse liter second inverse. Same like this you can calculate. Okay. Now the third one, what is given? Third, it is given rate expression. Rate is equal to K into CH3CHO, ethanol, aldehyde, 3/2. So this value determines rate of reaction. That is, this is N value, what we say. Okay. So order of reaction is equal to 3/2, which is equal to 1/5, you can write. So for the nth order, when we write, that is unit dimension, what we say, of rate constant rate constant, that is K, is equal to, what I can write, the nth order formula, that is mole liter inverse raised to 1 minus 1.5, I will write here like this. Okay, into second inverse. Okay, so which is equal to mole liter inverse raised to 0.5, or half also you can write, second inverse. Okay, minus it will be, so which is equal to mole liter inverse raised to minus half, I will write second inverse. Okay, we can now again simplify this and write here 1 upon mole liter inverse raised to 1/2 second inverse. Now if I take this on top, what it will be, mole raised to minus half liter, this you can multiply, it will be minus, it is already, so it will go up, it will become plus, so liter half, and here it will be second inverse. Understood? Just a minute. Okay, now fourth one, you can see here the rate is given in fourth one. Rate is equal to K into CH3CHO raised to 3/2. Sorry, not on this one, sorry. It is equal to K into C2H5, ethyl chloride, what we can say, Cl. Nothing is written, so 1 we will take. Okay, so order of reaction is equal to 1. Okay, now dimension, when we say dimension of rate constant for first order, so what I'll write here, our nth order formula, mole liter inverse raised to 1 minus n second inverse. Okay, so here I will write, instead of n, I can write here 1. Okay, so it will be mole liter inverse, and here 1 minus 1. Understood? Second inverse, so which is equal to, this will become 0, and anything raised to 0 is 1, what we have discussed. Okay, so this will be 1. Second inverse is the, you can see here, second inverse is the rate, dimension of rate constant. Okay, so now the next question. Okay, now you can see here second question, 4.2, for the reaction 2A plus B gives what, A to B, what we say. Clear? You can see here the rate is equal to K into A into, that is rate expression is given with K, value of K is given 2.0 into 10 raised to minus 6. Calculate the initial rate of reaction when A is this and B is, that is A is 0.1 mole liter inverse and B is, that is concentration of B is this much mole liter inverse. Calculate the rate of reaction after A is reduced to this, means there are two parts of this sum. So first we'll find the initial rate of reaction by using this one, and after A reduces from 0.1 to 0.006, what will be the rate of reaction that we are going to calculate. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Now you can see the initial concentration of A. Concentration of A is A and B, we will write R, that is A0 is given as 0.1 mole liter inverse. Mole liter inverse. Same way B0 is equal to 0.2 mole liter inverse, what we say. Understood? So like this. Now suppose therefore initial rate, what is given? So initial rate will be equal to what was given in your book, concentration of A into concentration of B raised to 2 was there. Right? So I'll substitute this value and also the value of K in this reaction. Why? Because in the question only K value was given. What was the value of K? K was equal to 2.0 into 10 raised to minus 6 mole square inverse, you can see here, liter square and second inverse. This was the value of K. So that I will substitute here, you can see. Okay, so which will be equal to 2.0 into 10 raised to minus 6, this is value of K, into concentration of A is 0.1 into concentration of B is 0.2, but here 2 is there, so I'll write here square. Okay, so if you simplify this all, you will get 8 into 10 raised to minus 9 mole liter inverse second inverse. This is the initial rate of reaction. Okay, now the second part of the sum. Okay, so this I will take it as suppose 1, initial rate of reaction. This is the first part of the sum. Now when we say the second part of the sum, in second part of the sum I will just write the reaction. What is the reaction given? 2A plus B gives you what? A to B. Like this was the reaction given. So when I write initial concentration, what is the word? Initial concentration. Initial concentration, here it was for A it was 0.1 and for B it was 0.2, and here nothing I will write because reactant I am talking about. Now concentration after time t, what it will be, here nothing is there, so I will take x, so this will be 0.2 minus x, means it is being used up, whatever is left out there, and here as there is a 2 here, so I will multiply this 2 with this x, so it will be 0.1 minus, it will be 2x, like this. Understood this part? Okay, understood. Now the next, now therefore now what we have seen, but we can write 0.1 minus 2x is equal to, we have seen it is being reduced to 0.06, if you remember. This is concentration of A concentration of A after reduction. That is, concentration is reduced, so this will be at concentration at time t, you can say that this will be equal to 0.06. so therefore if you simplify this, what will be, x is equal to 0.02 mole liter inverse. Understood? X, what we say, after reduction. Now when we say therefore, now suppose if I want to find B, therefore B will be equal to, what is B equal to? What we can write here? B will be equal to 0.2 minus X. So 0.2 minus X value will take 0.02. So which is equal to 0.18 mole liter inverse. This is the concentration of B what I got. Now after reduction of this, what we say, now I will find out what the value of A what is given, rate constant, that is hence rate law is equal to, that is new rate law you can write, or new rate. I will remove this, hence the rate or the new rate what we call it as. Okay, new rate will be equal to K into A into B raised to 2. So I will substitute the value. Now K is 2.0 into, you can see here, K is 2.0 into 10 raised to minus 6, what we say, okay, into A value, I will write reduction, that is reduced part, 0.06 mole liter inverse into, that is A reduced to this from initial concentration, and B what we have found out, what is B? 0.18 raised to 2. So which will be equal to, if you calculate, it will be 3.89 into 10 raised to minus 9 mole liter inverse second inverse. Okay, so this is the rate after reduction of concentration of A to this, what we say. Okay, now the next one, what we say. Okay, now the next question is 4.3. The decomposition of NH3 on platinum surface. Okay, decomposition of NH3 on platinum surface is zero order reaction. So order of reaction is given. Now what are the rates of the production of N2 and H2? If K is equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 mole liter inverse, mole inverse, liter and second inverse. So the rate of the production of N2 and H2 both you have to calculate after decomposition of ammonia, what we say. Okay, so we are going to solve this third sum. Just a minute. Okay, now for this question, if you see here, if I write the decomposition reaction of ammonia, NH3 will give you N2 plus 3H2. This is a simple decomposition reaction. Clear? So now suppose if I want to give the rate, because in the question only it is given. If you read the question, what is the given? The decomposition of ammonia is zero order. What are the rate of production of N2 and H2? Okay, so if I write the rate of reaction for this, the rate of reaction is equal to, so for this is the reactant part and this is the product part. Okay, so reactant part is there, negative sign I will write for differential rate expression. So minus 1/2, it is here 2 NH3. So minus 1/2 D, that is concentration of NH3 by dt, which is equal to D. This one product is there, so it will be positive D by dt of concentration of N2 and is equal to 1 by 3 D by dt of concentration of H2. Understood this part? So this is the rate. Now for a zero order reaction, what is given in your question for zero order reaction? Clear? Now zero order reaction, we can say rate, that is rate, which is equal to K, which is equal to given 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 mole liter inverse, can also be written as molarity, second inverse. Understood or not? So molarity is mole liter inverse, what we have seen. Now the rate of production of N2, N2 will be equal to, what we say, K into what we call it as concentration of N2 we can write. So but in that it will be what, D by dt of N2 is equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. Why? Because there is nothing, what we say here, you can see here, this is the part I am talking about, right? So that is equal to K, what we have seen, rate is equal to. Okay. Now suppose if same way rate of production of H2 I want to write, then H2 it will be differing. Why? Because it is 3 times what you see in the formula. If you see 3 times the concentration of H2, so it will be d by dt of H2. Here it will be 1 by 3 if you write. Right now that 3 I will take on the either side. If you didn't understood, I write like this: 1 by 3 is equal to K. So K is how much it is? 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. So if you compare these two things, so d by dt of H2 will be equal to 3 into 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, so which will be equal to, if you write multiply it, you will get 7.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 moleliter inverse or molarity second inverse you can write. Okay, so this is the rate of production of N2 and rate of production of H2, like this. Okay, now the next part. Okay, now next question is 4.4. The decomposition of dimethyl ether, CH3 CO CH3 OCH3, what we say, ether leads to the formation of CH4 H2 and CO. These are the products what we say, and the reaction rate is given by this, what we say, right? This is the reaction rate, in which order of reaction is 3 by 2 or 1.5, what we say. The rate of reaction is followed by increasing pressure. The word is here, you can see. Pressure means it's a gas in a closed vessel. So the rate can also be expressed in terms of partial pressure of dimethyl ether. So you can see here, this is the one. So instead of this square bracket, they have taken here this P is written as a partial pressure. Pressure, what you call, symbolizes concentration of that reactant. If the pressure is measured in bar, unit is given, and time in minutes, then what are the unit of the rate and rate constant? Understood? That we are going to prove. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now when we write, the rate was given in the question, rate is equal to K into CH3O CH3 raised to 3 by 2, or as it is in pressure, so rate is given as, rate is equal to, it was given in your textbook as K into partial pressure of CH3O CH3 raised to 3 by 2, like this, what was written. Okay, so now we know the formula, that is unit of rate of reaction. Now rate of reaction is equal to what? Concentration, change in concentration upon time taken, right? So I can write which is equal to concentration into time inverse, I can write. Now the concentration is given in bar, so I will write here bar, and time is given in, I think, minute, so minute inverse. So this is the unit of rate of reaction. Understood? Now the second part, what is given, now rate constant it is given. Now we can write, that is K will be equal to the rate divided by the, what we call it as, the concentration. Why? Because this, if you see here, this one, rate. So if I want to write K, so K, this part will go in the denominator, the rate upon P into CH3O CH3, that is partial pressure of dimethyl ether raised to 3 by 2, what we give. Okay, so now rate formula, concentration is given, what is it? Bar minute inverse, whole upon, this is whole, partial pressure is given in bar, so bar raised to 3 by 2, what we say. Understood? So if I take this part on top, here nothing is there, means 1 for bar, so it will be bar raised to 1 minus 1.5, I can write. Okay, and 1 minus 1.5 into minute, here, sorry, you can see this bar, this I will take on top, so it will be minus, didn't understood, then 3 by 2 I will take, if you didn't understood, but I have directly written 3 by 2 as 1.5, or I will just make a, so you can see bar minute inverse upon bar raised to 1.5 like this I have. Okay, so this I'll take on the top, it will be negative part of this inverse C. So what it is now, it will be bar raised to it will be 0.5, but it will be a negative one, minus 0.5 and minute inverse. Okay, so this I can write it in another way also, that is bar raised to minus half and minute inverse. So unit of rate constant, you can see this is the unit. Okay, so this was the first part of the sum what we have discussed here, and this is the second part of the sum, second question what was asked. Okay, now we will go through the next question, that is question you can see here, question 4.5. okay, that we are going to discuss. Okay, just a minute. Okay, 4.5 when we say is what we call theoretical question. Mention the factor that affect the rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so just I will show you and that you can write down in your fair book. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now this is the question. You have to just mention, you don't have to explain it. Okay, so you can see these are the number, there are that is the factors which affect the rate of reaction. You can see here the factor which influences the rate of chemical reaction. You have to just mention this factor. First is concentration of reacting species, temperature of the system, nature of the reactant and product, presence of catalyst, surface area and exposure to radiation. Okay, these are the factors which affect the rate of chemical reaction. Only you have to write these 6 points. Okay, only mention it, no need to explain it. Explanation will come later on in the topics. Okay, just a minute. We are going to discuss this 4.6 question. What is the question? The reaction is second order, means the order of reaction is given with respect to a reactant. How is the rate of reaction affected if the concentration of reactant is doubled or reduced to half? Means concentration of reactant, not product. Reactant, if it is double, what will be the rate, and if it is half, means made half of it, the concentration, what will be the effect on rate? That we are going to discuss. Okay, now next. Okay, now you can see here that is a given a reaction. I'm talking about 4.6. A reaction is second order. Which order? Second order with respect to a reactant, hence its rate law would be as follows. Clear? Now what is the rate law? That is, rate is equal to K into R raised to 2. This is for second order. So the first question was, if concentration of the reactant is doubled, clear, then what will be the rate of reaction? That is the question. If the concentration reactant is doubled, then I can write that is R will be equal to 2 times of R, what we say, if this is the condition what is given. So therefore rate will be equal to K into 2R the whole square, what we have seen here. Okay, like this. So 2 times of rate with this, so like this what we say, which is equal to K into 4, what we call it as R square. Like this you can write, concentration of R square I'll write. Clear? Or which is equal to 4K R square. So this is the rate, means rate will be how many times? Rate will be 4 times it will be if it is doubled. Okay, so rate, so you can see, thus you can write down the conclusion, thus the rate will be 4 times if it is doubled. Now the second question what is asked, what is say, if you see here, the second question is, if the concentration of the reactant is reduced to half, then R will be equal to 1/1/2 of the reactant concentration. Therefore rate will be equal to K into 1/2 R the whole square. which is equal to, now what it will be, k, if you just open the bracket, it will be what, 1 by 4 k r square, like this it will be. Understood? So we can write thus rate will be 1/4 times. Understood? So if it is half, it will be 1/4 time. Okay, so this type of many questions can be asked. So you have to, in MCQ also it can be asked as an MCQ, or for 2 marks question also this is asked. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so these are the questions what we have discussed in our video 7. In the next video you can see the another questions also will be solved like this. Okay, so till then we will stop here. Okay, next time we will be seeing another textual examples. Okay, thank you very much.